season, obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
34-yard line.
The numbers for White a week ago: 24 carries, 110 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And the Patriot first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll look to throw. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to Julian.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
James White.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Patriots 3, Chiefs nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense coming out here and bringing them onto the field. The most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. From the 27, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Edwards. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Mahomes now on first down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Patriot 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down, Patriots.
Here's a quick throw finding Edelman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On the left side, a catch by White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. No. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got called for the penalty.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. Just a really crisp, clean effort. Well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't you feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Patriots 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 5.
That's really
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelsey had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
5 yards.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
35-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Down at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins.
That's another.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Normally sure-handed Sammy Watkins had it and lost it. But now it'll be 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
Makes the score, Chiefs 31, Patriots 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
New England ball carrier.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked by B.W. Webb. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Trying to go back to Watkins, and now it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England trying to get a place on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills transfer no matter who's throwing him the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
18 on the play.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
James White, the ball carrier. Chris Jones on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. Mike, 53.
They'll run for it. This is White. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
White, the ball carrier.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Nick Folk for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Completes it to Hardman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of Mecole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Hardman on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. John Simon that time coming through to make the play. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes firing complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
10 more yards.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tackle made at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Gets this one to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the former first overall selection, Eric Fisher. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Brings up third.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so you can keep cutting into that lead.
James White.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Brings 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete.
The pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down. And
He'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Complete.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. Second on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Mahomes pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
15. 1st down, Patriots.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
17-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a long 11-play drive. it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Brings up second.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
On the stop. A 9-yard gain on the play.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Devin.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. He hits White, complete. Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Hedrick Thompson on the tackle.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
24 is the mic. All day, just like that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
Complete to Jacoby Myers.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And he'll drop it underneath to White. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Complete to James.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A gain of
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
1st down, here's White. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
New England ball carrier.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Opting to run again here with White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Gain of 9 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Patriots 20.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A yard on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, New England.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
1st down, Patriots.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
5-yard line.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for New England,